gravity, center of mass, and centroids. And we understood that whenever rho and g are not functions of x, y, z, then all these three mean same. Do you remember that? Yes, Vaibhav? Vaibhav? Uh, Vaibhav, you are not audible. Okay, so let me ask Vedant to unmute. Vedant, can you unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So do you remember that what I just said?
Hello?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir, but your voice is cracking.
Oh no. Hopefully it is okay now. Is it?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, okay. So is this Apurva?
Yes, sir.
So Apurva, you keep yourself unmuted. Let us proceed with the interaction.
Okay,
So
sir.
we were discussing centroid, center of mass, and center of gravity, and all these three they lie at the same location, provided that rho and g are not functions of x, y, z. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we were solving a problem uh, of locating centroid for a plane lamina. So when I say it is lamina, that means its thickness is constant and it is small in comparison with other two dimensions. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to do that, we have made a tabular form where we have divided this figure into regular figures. Regular figures are those figures for which we already know the centroid. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one is that triangular, another is rectangular. So we have written down the area, but we have assigned signs to these areas. If the area is additive, then it is positive sign. If it is a whole, that means we are deducing the area, then we are going to assign a negative sign to that area. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then we have found out summation A, algebraic sum of the areas with sign. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us look at how do we calculate x bar. So we have proved in the last class x bar is given as triple integration x dx dy dz divided by triple integration dx dy dz. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, as for laminar thickness is constant, we can look at this integral by separating integration z dz. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, yes, by separating integration dz and keeping integration x dx dy together. So we split this as product of double integral into single integral along z. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This we can do because the thickness is constant. So therefore I can say that this is equal to integration over the volume x dx dy into product of integration dz. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you have to imagine that this in this body, whenever we consider a small area, this is dx and this is dy and thickness is t. So this integration dz must become t. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Its limits are from 0 to t. So therefore it is 0 to t dz. So it is nothing but z, and in the limit 0 to t, so it will turn out to be t. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And this dx dy then becomes this shaded area. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So therefore now I am going to simplify this. This t I am going to take it out of integration because it is constant. So in numerator also you are going to have t. In denominator also you are going to have t. It gets cancelled. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So for a lamina, we have definition of x bar as double integration over x and y dx dy divided by double integration over x and y dx dy. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is this dx into dy? Dx into dy is this area of this small shaded portion. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So I will call it as dA. Here also dx dy I am going to call it as dA. Now, uh, if I divide the entire figure into discrete areas like triangle, rectangle, regular shapes, what I mean to say, then can I replace this integration by summation? Yes, easily. How do I do that? It is x into dx dy. What is x? X is the distance of centroid of dx dy from the origin. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If you consider this area as dx dy, what is x? It is distance of the centroid of this area from the origin that we have chosen. In this particular case, it is this origin. So, iska distance is x. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, therefore, I can always replace this integration by algebraic sum running from I equal to 1 to n ai xi. What is ai xi? ai xi are the number of regular figures in which we have divided the original figure. So let us say here I runs from 1 to 2. We have divided the original figure into two parts. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So summation I running from 1 to n ai xi divided by summation ai. Happy?
Yes, sir.
तो देखो कैसे कर रहा हूं मैं. What is xi? So if I consider first area a1, then distance of its centroid from the point from which we are calculating the centroid is x1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So it is a1 x1 plus a2 x2 divided by summation of ai, that is a1 plus a2.
Yes, sir.
Well, what is summation a1 plus a2? It is the total area. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So that's what we are doing now. देखो हमने area लिखा. This is a1, this is a2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And summation of ai, I running from 1 to 2 is a1 plus a2 with sign that we have written it as 5.85 meters squared. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, I also need to get x1 and x2, centroids of two areas from the point under consideration, जहां से हम centroid निकाल रहे हैं. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is x1? Can you tell me? The first area is rectangular one. So where is its centroid? From O.
So from O, it will be at the point of intersection of the two diagonals of the rectangle.
Yeah. So what is this distance? Distance of this centroid along x. How much is this distance?
Sir,
Will it be
1.5?
1.5? Yes. But as it is on the negative side of negative direction along x from O, therefore I am going to call it as minus 1.5. Do you agree with me?
So can you explain how we took it minus?
Yes, because it is on the left hand side of O. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But on right hand side of O, x is positive.
Yes, yes. Understood.
So we should take it as minus 1. So there is a different sign convention for x. There is different sign convention for area. Area will be positive when it is additive, and area will be subtractive when we are having holes or when we are deducing the area from the figure. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And x when will it be positive? If जहां से आप सेंट्रॉइड लोकेट कर रहे हो उसके अगर निगेटिव एक्स साइड पे सेंट्रॉइड लाई कर रहा है a1 का, तो हम उसको निगेटिव बोलेंगे. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what can you say about the x distance of centroid of triangle from this O? Now, somebody has raised a pertinent doubt in yesterday's class. If I were to locate the centroid of this triangle along x direction, I must know whether it is isosceles triangle or not. So, we are taking this as isosceles triangle. So, therefore, the centroid must lie on this axis of symmetry. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
No doubt, along y it lies at the distance of 1/3 of 0.6. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
But along x it lies on the axis of symmetry. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So axis of symmetry matlab, how much is this distance? Can you tell me? This distance is 0.25. Do you agree with me? If
Yes, sir.
the base is 0.5 meter, this distance has to be 0.25 meter.
0.25. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, so this centroid is located at the distance of 0.25 meter from here and 0.25 meter from here. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. So now, this distance itself, distance of this line itself is given as 2.5 meters. So how much it is from the left hand side? 0.5 meter. How much is this distance?
0.5.
Yes. So where is, and the centroid lies on this line. So what is the distance of centroid along x-axis of triangle from O? Kitna distance? Minus 0.5. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what do I have to write here? I have to write here as it as minus 0.5. I hope you have understood what we are calculating. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us calculate distance of y distance of centroids of these figures from O. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how do I calculate y distance? So what is the y distance of centroid of rectangle? This is 2 meters, so it has to be 1 meter.
1 meter.
And it is minus 1 because it is in negative y direction. So I will call it as minus 1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, what is the y distance of centroid of this triangle? So they go, this distance from the edge is given as 1 meter. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ से apex का distance कितना दिया है? 1 meter. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, this height is 0.6 meter. So therefore, the centroid along y lies at the distance of 1/3 of 0.6 from the base of the triangle. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And it lies at the distance of 2/3 of 0.6 from the vertex. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is 2/3 of 0.6? Tell me. 0.4?
0.4.
Okay. So the centroid of this triangle lies at a distance 0.4 from this what vertex. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is 1 minus 0.4. So where does the centroid lie? From this point, it lies at distance of 0.6. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This distance is 0.6. So as this distance is 0.6, where does it lie with reference to O? Total distance is 2 meter. 2 minus 0.6. So how much?
1.4.
So therefore, centroid of this triangle lies at a distance of 1.4 meter downwards from O. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what should I write y as? Minus 1.4. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, to calculate x bar and y bar, what do I need? In the numerator, I need summation ai xi. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So अब मुझे यहाँ पे एक नया कॉलम बनाना पड़ेगा जिसको मैं बोलूंगा ai xi. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What is ai xi? It is a1 x1 and plus a1 x1, and for second figure it is a2 x2. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me write down a1 x1. So what is a1? A1 is 6. What is x1? 1.5. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is 6 into 1.5. Happy?
Yes, sir.
With negative sign because x is negative. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Then what is a2 x2? तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? 0.3 into 0.5. So it is 0.15. Do you agree with me? This area.
So that area, isn't it supposed to be 1.15?
Yeah, area will be 0.15, right?
Yes, sir.
So this minus 0.15. Correct me if I am making calculation errors, but I don't think so. So minus 0.15 multiplied by minus 0.5. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And now the summation of ai xi will be written here. Summation ai xi. So how much is that? It is with sign summation of these two. So it is minus 6 into 1.5 plus 0.15 into 0.5. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us do that quickly. Calculator. I will do it with you. Correct me if I am wrong. I will do the calculations. So it is minus 6 into 1.5 plus 0.15 into 0.5. So I got it as minus 8.925. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So minus 8.925. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, next thing that we are going to do is we are going to find out AIYI. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So it is 6 into minus 1. So it is minus 6 into 1. And here it is minus 0.15 into minus 1.4. So can you tell me what is summation AIYI? Summation AIYI will be minus 6 plus 0.15 into 1.4. So I got it as minus 5.19. Is that right? 5.79. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So this is summation AIYI. Now we have got everything in this formula. So therefore, can we now write down coordinates of the centroid? X bar is equal to. Chalo, what is that? It is going to be summation AIXI, that is minus 8.925 divided by summation A, that is 5.85. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what is Y bar? Y bar is summation AIYI, that is minus 5.79 divided by 5.85. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Tell me the values of X bar and Y bar. Minus 8.925 divided by 5.85. That gives me minus 1.53. Is that right?
So just a minute.
Yeah, minus 5.79 divided by 5.85. But I want independent confirmation. So do it. Minus 0.99. Tell me if it is right.
Yes, sir. I'm getting it.
Same, you are getting it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the problem is over here. So where is the centroid located? So I will redraw this figure here. This is a plate of 3 meter by 2 meter, which has a triangular hole somewhere here. This is with reference to this point. The centroid is located towards left and down. So it is located towards left at the distance of 1.53 meter. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And it is located at the distance of 0.99 meter. So this is 1.53 and this distance is how much? 0.99.
0.99.
So this is the location of the centroid. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So the problem solution is over here, but we have to look at the conceptual part of it. We have to understand this more clearly. So let us do some discussion on the solutions interpretation. So imagine that there would not have been any triangular hole in this plate. Then where would have been its centroid? Tell me. अगर वो triangular hole नहीं रहता तो centroid कहाँ पे रहता? बोलो.
So then it would be at the intersection of the diagonals.
It will be at the distance of 1.5 meter and 1 meter. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the contribution of this triangular hole in shifting this centroid. कितने amount से shift हुआ है देखो, और कहाँ shift हुआ है. Now the centroid here has shifted by 0.03 meter towards left. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and it is shifted by 0.01 meter up. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now convert this into mm. So 0.03 meter towards left. That means it has shifted 30 mm towards left. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And it has shifted 10 mm up. So what is the take home message? तो अब जरा इस होल का लोकेशन देखो, where is it with reference to the centroid. जो हमने centroid ड्रॉ किया है ये वाला, उसके विदाउट होल जहां पे centroid रहता, with reference to that, where is this triangular hole? It is at distance 1 meter from the top. Do you agree with me? 1 meter from the base.
Yes, sir.
That means the vertex of the triangle is touching here. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And where is located? Where is it located? 2.5 meters from here. So 1.5 meter पे जो centroid है उसके हिसाब से 1 meter towards right. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So where this distance is 1 meter, जहां पे ये triangular hole located है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, see, we have removed some material. We have removed some material below this line. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So when you remove the material from there, naturally the centroid will shift towards the location where there is a concentration of area. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So with reference to this line, it is but obvious that the centroid is going to shift up. Has it shifted up? Yes, by 10 mm.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So shift up होना तो जायज है, लेकिन कितने अमाउंट से ऊपर जाना, that will depend upon the area of deduction. Do you agree with me? More the deduction area, more the area of this triangle which has been deducted, more up this centroid will go with reference to the centroid in absence of this hole. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, with reference to this line, the hole has been drilled on the right hand side part. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Consequence, where will the centroid move? It will move towards the area
Left.
It will move towards the concentration of area, that is towards left. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now compare the relative magnitudes of movement. It has moved more towards left than up. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Why? Can you tell me? Because the hole that is deducted is closer to this line than this line. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
The further you take this hole from this line, the more this centroid will move up. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I hope I am very clear. The more you take this, more you take this hole away from this vertical line, the more centroid will move towards left.
Left.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So these are the sets of observations. So we have understood intuitively now that the result that we have got is correct. And we are also making a statement, wherever there is a concentration of area in a given lamina, the centroid will lie towards that side. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So having said this, now we are going to solve few more problems based on this. So what do we do in essence to solve such kind of problems? We divide the given figure into n number of regular figures. Regular figures or regular shapes are those for which the location of centroid is already known. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And then we make this table. What is the sign convention for area? If it is additive, positive. If it is deductive, then negative. Then what is the sign convention for x and y? It depends upon the orientation of positive x and y directions and the location of centroids of individual areas with reference to the point from which you are calculating the centroid. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So sign convention for x and y is different. Sign convention for area is different. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Then we do summation area with sign, summation ai with xi with sign, summation ai yi with sign, and then we use this formula which we have derived to get x bar and y bar. These are the coordinates of centroid with reference to a given point. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to solve few more problems, but before that, we are going to have list of centroids for various figures. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
तो ये लिस्ट कैसे यूज करना, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन ईच एंड एवरी फॉर्मूला, हाउएवर हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस लिस्ट ये मैं एक्सप्लेन करने वाला. आर यू विद मी?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो जिस तरीके से ये फिगर दिखाया है, तो y बार यहाँ से दिखाया है एंड x बार कहाँ से दिखाया है बताओ मुझे. हैज देयर x बार, हैज इट बीन शोन? x बार इज not given here. Okay, so look at the next figure. X bar कहाँ से दिखाया है? O से दिखाया है. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And Y bar कहाँ से दिखाया है? Y bar is shown from this line. So therefore we understand that the centroid is with reference to this point as the origin. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो ये पहले जो दो लाइन्स है, they give you value of x bar, y bar, and this gives you the area. ये जो shaded area है वो कितना है वो देता है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
ओके, नाउ दिस सेकंड फिगर इज सेमी सर्कुलर फिगर. तो उसमें क्या क्या मिलता है हमें? एक्स बार, वाई बार एंड एरिया. नाउ विच इज द ओरिजिन फॉर दिस? तो देखो एक्स बार कहां से दिखाया है? वाई बार इज शोन फ्रॉम हियर एंड एक्स बार 0 बोला है. दैट मींस एक्स बार इज टू बी लोकेटेड फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट. सो देयरफॉर दिस बिकम्स द ओरिजिन. आर यू विद मी?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which is the origin for next figure? Tell me. This one. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is quarter ellipse. What is the origin for this figure? This one. जहाँ पे O लिखा है ना, that itself is origin. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with reference to O, they have given you the values of x bar and y bar, and they have also given you the value of area inscribed. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So we are now going to use this table to solve few of the problems. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us look at problem number 23. What do we need to do in problem number 23? We need to find out centroid, location of centroid. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, यहाँ पे कुछ बोला नहीं कि कहाँ से location find out करना है. So when nothing is said, you have to understand that you need to locate the centroid with reference to origin. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So they will be giving you x and y and its intersection. So it is but obvious that we have to locate this centroid with reference to this point. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in order to avoid these letters, what I am going to do is I am going to give you the values. So we will not be solving this problem in terms of these letters. Instead of that, I will give you the value. Let us say B is 0.5 meter. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then this B is also 0.5 meter. Then this A, let me take it as 0.7 meter. Happy?
Yes, sir.
0.7 meter. And let me consider, so y is equal to kx square is the value, right? So you know the value of y here. What is the value of y here? It is 0.5 plus 0.5, that is 1.
1
Do you
meter.
agree with me? 1 is equal to, and what is the value of x here? Value of x here is 0.7. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If this curve has to follow equation y is equal to kx square, at this point you can observe that y is equal to 1 and x is equal to 0.7. Do you agree
Yes.
with me?
Yes, sir.
So I have substituted that. You will automatically get the value of k. So can you tell me what is the value of k? K is equal to 1 upon 0.7 square. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So let us calculate that. 1 upon 0.7 square. Calculator. 1 minute.
Sir, it's 2.04.
2.040.
040. So okay, so 2.04. So what is the value of k? K is 2.04. 0. This is given. Forget about whatever we have done now. Let us say this is the problem statement. It is given, and you have to locate the centroid. So how are you going to go about it? So what is the first job? First job is to divide this figure into regular figures, जिसके हमें centroids पता है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So in how many regular shapes am I going to divide this lamina? Tell me. किसके किसके centroid आपको पता है? So there are multiple choices now. देखो, one of the choices I consider this rectangle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
ये rectangle consider किया. From this rectangle I am going to call it as A1. Happy? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
From this rectangle I am going to remove this portion which is parabolic in nature. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
ये portion remove कर रहा हूँ. I am going to call that as A2. So what am I going to call this as? A2.
A2.
Now question, do you know the centroid of this A2? Do you have the formula for it? तो हमें किसका centroid चाहिए जरा देखो. You will understand that here it is something like semi-parabolic area, because if you draw a tangent here, it is horizontal. If you draw a tangent here, it is also horizontal. Do you agree with me? So it is like this area. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So do we have its centroid here with us? Yes. So therefore, can we use that formula? Can we use this formula? Yes. So therefore, is it a regular figure? Yes.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, rectangle minus this area gives me this shaded portion. Happy?
Yes, sir.
In that, I have to add this triangle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this is a right angle triangle. That's okay. That I am going to call it as A3. We will now maintain the color code. Whatever we do for A1, we will write it in black, A2 के लिए green and A3 के लिए red. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are we going to do next? We are going to make a table. किस तरीके का table? So first we are going to have serial number. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Serial number. Then what is next?
Area.
AI. I will call it as AI, and that area is in meter square. Then we are going to have XI. Then we are going to have YI, AI, XI. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Then we are going to have AI, YI, AI, YI. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. How many rows does this table require apart from the title row? 4.
3.
I'm sorry, because you have 3 areas. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to show that. So first area, then we are going to calculate the area here. We are going to write down xi, we are going to write down yi, ai xi and ai yi. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do it. First, second and third. So what is the first area? First area is rectangle. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So I will show that here, rectangle. What is the second area? It is semi-parabola. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So semi-parabola. And what is the third area? It is
Triangle.
triangle. It looks something like this. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you tell me the area of first AI, I mean A1? What is the area? 0.7 into 1.
Into 1.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
0.7 into 1. Is it additive or subtractive?
Additive.
Additive. Because from this added rectangle, we are going to subtract this semiparabola. So therefore, it is positive. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where is its centroid located? Its centroid will be located at this distance. And what is that distance? That will be half of 0.7 from O towards right. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is 0.7 by 2 plus. Why it is plus? Because it is towards right of O. And towards right, x is positive. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Where is it? Where its y is located? At distance 0.5.
0.5.
Is it above O or below O?
Above O.
So positive or negative?
Positive.
So plus 0.5. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Complete this now in a stretch. So what is AIXI? 0.7 into 0.7 by 2. So tell me how much it is.
0.245.
Yes. 0.245. Positive. What is AIYI? 0.7 into 0.5. So 0.3
0.35.
and positive. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So we have completed the first row. Now let us complete the third row first, because that is easiest. That is easier compared to 2. So let us do that. So what is A3? Can you tell me what is the area of A3? Is it additive or subtractive?
Additive.
So plus. What should I write? Half
Half.
into
0.7 into
point-
0.5.
into 0.5. Very good. Now, where is its centroid located? So if I consider this as a height, the centroid is located at a distance of a by 3. Do you agree with me from here? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
If I consider A as a height, because it is right angle triangle, whenever I am dealing with the location of centroid vertically, I will consider this as a height, B as a height. But whenever I am considering the location of centroid with reference to the x direction, I will consider A as a height. Do you agree with
Yes.
me?
Yes, sir.
So it is located at distance 0.7 by 3 from here. But at what distance is it located from O? 0.7 plus 0.7 by 3. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Positive or negative? Positive.
Positive.
So plus 0.7 plus 0.7 by 3. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now, what about y bar? Now I will consider B as a height. So at what distance is this located from the base? It is located at distance B by 3.
Yes, sir.
So it is at distance 0.5 by 3. Is it above O or below O?
Above O.
So what is the sign?
Positive.
So I will write it as 0.5 by 3. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is AIXI? Tell me. So it is 0.7 into 0.5 into 0.5 into bracket 0.7 plus 0.7 by 3. Is it 0.16333?
Sir, I rounded it off to 0.1645.
No. How 0.1645?
So because I rounded off the previous values.
Don't round it off. Half 0.7 into 0.5 into 0.7 plus 0.7 by 3. It turns out to be 0.1633.
Yes, sir.
And 3 keeps on repeating. Are you with me?
Yes.
That's why this dot. It keeps on repeating. Now, what is AIYI? Tell me. So 0.5 into 0.7 into 0.5 multiplied by 0.5 by 3. So I got it as 0.02916. Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
So up to 0.02916. It is not required to go up to the fourth digit. 2 digit is enough. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
After decimal, what I mean is. Now let us look at the third area. Oh, gadbad hua. So this color code was, this should have been in red, right? Anyway, I will change that here. A3, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Let it call as, let us call it as A2. Are you with me? Okay. So now, what is this? What is the inscribed area in semi-parabola? First of all, compare whether it is really a semi-parabola. तो देखो जरा यहाँ पे y is equal to kx square ऐसे दिया है ना.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell me what is dy by dx? Chalo, how much is dy by dx? 2kx. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What is dy by dx at x equal to 0? 0.
0.
That means what is dy by dx graphically? Slope of tangent drawn. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So slope of tangent drawn to this y equal to kx square at x equal to 0 is 0. That means at t equal to 0, the tangent must be horizontal. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is a parabola in such a fashion that the tangent is horizontal or x-axis itself at O. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now have a look at this. Here also it is such a parabola such that the tangent is x-axis at O. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So therefore these two figures are comparable. Now with reference to this figure, what is A here? Can you tell me? How much is A? A is this distance. Are you with me? So is A 0.7?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I'm going to write. A is equal to 0.7 with reference to these notations. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is H? H is 1 meter here. Do you agree
Yes,
with me?
sir.
जैसे यहाँ पे दिखाया है ये distance है H. So what
H.
is H here? That is 1 meter.
1 meter.
Can I write H as 1 here? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so what is the area? So whenever you are looking at the left hand side figure, you have to look at the top row. So what is the area? Area is 2AH by 3. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So 2AH by 3. Is it additive or subtractive?
Subtractive.
So minus 2AH by 3. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have written down the area. Now what about X? So what is X bar here? X bar is given as 3A by
3A by 8.
हाँ, लेकिन ये कहाँ से है? It is from this as origin. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So where is the origin in this case? Fortunately, in our case also O lies here. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So where is the centroid of this semi-parabolic area? It is at distance 3A by H. Agreed?
So 3A by 8.
I'm sorry, 3A by 8. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And what is Y bar? 3H by 5.
Yes, sir.
So this is 3H by 5. Is it towards right of O and towards up from O? Yes. So both
Yes,
are
sir.
going to be positive. So how much is X? How much is Xi here? 3A by 8. So 3 into 0.7 by 8. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
And what is Y bar here? 3 into H by 5. So 3 into 1 by 5. Can you do now calculations? What is AI Xi? So let us do that. Minus 2 into 0.7 into 1 by 3 multiplied by 3 into 0.7 divided by 8. I got it as minus 0.1225. Is that right?
Minus 0.1225.
Yes, correct. Now, what is AI by I? So I have to multiply that by 3 into 1.5. 3 into 1 by 5. So I got it as minus 0.28. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So this is minus 0.2. So once this table is complete, the next job is very easy. We have to take summations. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is summation AI? So let us do it. Summation AI will be equal to 0.7 minus 2 into 0.7 by 3 plus 0.5 into 0.7 into 0.5. I got it as 0.4083.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So 0.4083. This is summation AI. Now what is summation AI xi? Summation AI xi. Which sign you have to take the summation? So it is plus 0.245 minus 0.1225 plus 0.1633. 0.2858. Is that right?
I think so. I made some error. Sir, give me a minute.
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's coming 0.2858.
Yes. Okay. Now summation AI by I. Let us do summation AI by I. It is 0.35 minus 0.28 plus 0.02916. Is it 0.09916? Tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Great. So now what are we going to do? X bar is equal to, what should I write? 0.2858 divided by 0.4083. Tell me how much is this? How much?
0.6999.
0.6.
999.
Okay, so 0.6. And what is the value of y bar? Is the disturbance from your side, Apurva?
No, sir.
Okay, so all others are expected to mute. Do it immediately. Yeah. So now, what is
0.69.
y bar? Sneha, you are expected to mute. Sneha Patil, please mute yourself. Yeah. Okay. So what? How much is y bar? Tell me. Apurva.
Sir, just a minute. Zero 0.242.
Okay. No, I have not calculated because it is simply a ratio of 0.4. No, no. How can it be 0.42? It is 0.09916. Do it correctly.
0.09916
Hmm.
upon 0.4083. So it
Yes.
is coming 0.242.
Okay. 0.24. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So this is meter, this is meter. Both have turned out to be positive. That means the centroid lies towards right and towards up from the point under consideration. And what are the distances where it lies? It is 0.69 meter and 0.242 meter. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me borrow this figure down. We will show the location of centroid. Where does it lie? 0.69 meter towards right. So it is very close to this axis. So it is going to lie somewhere on this line. Happy? And it lies at the distance of 0.242 meter. So it is approximately half of this. So it is going to lie somewhere here. This is the location. This is 0.242. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And how much is this distance? This distance has turned out to be 0.69. This is the location of centroid. This is the solution. Now, we may not be able to finish the next problem, but let us have a look at it.
Sir,
Yes,
so for the previous diagram, I just wanted to confirm, can we use other shapes from the table?
yes, you can. Yeah, so let us, so instead of starting the next problem, let us do that. Let us find out in how many ways can I divide this figure. Are you with me? Into
Yes,
regular
sir.
shapes. So what is the another way? Tell me. What is
Sir,
in your,
one would be the triangle
which one?
on the right hand side.
Yes.
And sir, this figure, I think it's there in the table.
This figure is directly there in the table.
Yes.
Yes, you are right. So it is this one.
Is it parabolic spandrel?
Yes. Y is equal to k raised to k into x raised to n. ऐसे दिया है ना?
तो उसके ऊपर एक है y is equal to kx square.
Y equals to k. You can use either of these two. Here
Yes,
you
sir.
can substitute n is equal to 2, or you can use even that. Yes, that is also fine. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
In fact, it is easier because you will have to handle only
Two
two figures.
figures.
Are you with me?
Yes,
So
sir.
I encourage do this exercise by dividing it into these two parts and check whether you are getting the same answer or not. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you should get the same answer, and this will be the easier way. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So I hope everybody else has understood what she is trying to say. So there are multiple ways in which we can divide given figure into regular shapes for which centroids are already known. Choose the easiest possible. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done. Now let us have a look at the next problem. So the next problem, what we will do is we will just divide this figure into regular shapes and then we will stop. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how do you do that? चलो. So जरा देखो हमारे पास हाफ पैराबोला के लिए सेंट्रॉइड है. Do you agree with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
इसके लिए सेंट्रॉइड है देखो. This is the figure. Happy? This figure I am going to take it here. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, the tangent drawn at O is horizontal. But if you look at tangent drawn to this parabola at O, it is vertical. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
But it is just a matter of rotation of coordinate system. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
कैसे होगा देखो, how will I recover this figure? By simply flipping this about the horizontal axis and then rotating it about vertical axis. Are you with me? Let us
Yes,
do
sir.
it. So rotate. Yes. Rotate once more by 90 degrees. देखो. Now, is this similar to this one? No,
Yes,
not
sir.
no,
Not yet. We have to flip it.
no, sorry. We have to no, this rotation was not required. I have to flip it about the horizontal axis.
Yes.
So flip vertical. Yes. Now look at this. At O the tangent is vertical. At O tangent is vertical. And this is semi-parabola. This is also semi-parabola. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
See, these two are now similar. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But whatever we call x bar here now becomes y bar, and whatever we are going to call it as y bar
Y.
here becomes now x bar. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So we have to use same formula, but x bar को हमें यहाँ पे y bar करके लेना है और y bar को x bar लेना है. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first figure is this parabola. Do you agree with me? This is the first one. A1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
A1. And from that, I need to subtract this triangle.
Triangle.
Easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what we will do in the next class. Let us stop here today. Mark your attendance in the same link. Okay. If anyone has any doubt, you can ask me now. Somebody had asked me about the midterm examination. So let me clarify that. Yes. So I inquired midterm examination will start from 2nd February. And for that, the syllabus is this centroid chapter तक हमने जो किया है वो सब plus in dynamics we are going to have rectilinear motion. So immediately after this centroid chapter we will start with dynamics with rectilinear motion. Probably we will be able to complete the syllabus for midterm examination by end of next week. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so end of next week तक हम खत्म करेंगे and then we will start with the next units, because after midterm examination you have very less time till end term examination. 2nd February onwards midterm examination starts. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us stop here today.